Hey, just wanted to pop in here before this episode started. We got a little bit of a show announcement. We are quickly coming upon our 1,000th total play, which is absolutely insane. We never thought we would be getting that kind of traction within our first year, and we honestly can't thank everybody enough. So in order to celebrate, we are going to be recording a little bit of a Q&A. I know a lot of people have questions about some of the crazy things that have happened so far, and we want to answer them. So if you look down on the link below, we have our Q&A form. Feel free to fill that out with any questions. We're going to kind of put a soft date of May 13th. We're not exactly sure when we record, but it's going to be in the near future, so get them in quicker. And then with that, when we do finally pass our 1,000th play, we're going to drop the episode. It'll be a free video episode on Spotify as well as on YouTube, free video. And while you're there in that link, hop over to our Discord. We've got a lot of great people in our community. We'd love to talk to you if you're not there already. Come join us. Come talk to us. With that, enjoy this episode of Axis and Allies. This podcast is intended for mature audiences. Any likeness, real or fictional, is intended in a fictional way.
Ah, fuck, today's been weird. Fucking first that Kraut, and now Cordelia is friendly, and we're having a laugh. In my Astirs and Divine, we found Ace in a supposedly not enemy Japanese base, and sorted him out and gave him some energy, and it revived Hyperion. But now this, where my heart drive's revving so much and it feels like it's about to burst out my chest. Oh, I hope this passes soon.
The Multiverse Collective.
So, when we last left off, Ace and Rex were going through some shit.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. We're having heart attacks, Ace. Is this death? Are we dying? Is this?
It didn't last very long. It only lasted a few seconds, but it was enough to bring both of you to the ground, basically, right in front of Cordelia.
Oh, I'm the fit Japanese woman that
they're
Ace
also there.
ruined our chances of seeing tits.
Lizette. Oh, fuck you, by the way. Again, 1 month later, I'm still upset.
We're all upset, don't worry.
Yeah,
how do you think I feel?
Stay mad here, guys.
Oh shit, how would Rex would just stand up like nothing happened.
I think Ace just curls up in a ball on the ground and it's just like, I need a fucking second.
We're good.
What is happening? You're good?
Yeah.
You're sure?
Yeah. That's from your scolding. He's just mentally scarred now because you told him off so much.
I really think that was justified.
You know what? I think Ace just slowly gets up to his feet and like brushes himself off, and he's just like, all right, you know what? Let's go with that. Lieutenant, I don't think I'm ever going to disobey your orders ever again. Great.
I love to hear that.
I can't make any promises.
Yeah, I know.
That was karma.
Cordelia, your radio starts like going off.
Cool. Yeah. Let's answer that radio. What's poppin'?
Yeah. So on the other end is your old pal Benji. Like,
Benji, we love Benji.
Lieutenant, we need you back here, please. Shit just happened. All of the pilots just went crazy for a second.
Crazy? What do you mean crazy? Crazy as in like they dropped to the ground? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yep, we're on our way.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Also, Dr. Schmidt's doing some shit. We could really use your help.
What do you mean by doing some shit? You have to be specific, Benji.
You should probably just get back, Captain.
That's not helpful. How fast do I need to come back, Benji?
I mean, quickly, but not
oh my
like,
god.
you know,
And she just like
dangerously
ignores the
fast.
radio. And she looks at the boys. She's like, we have to go back. Whatever just happened to you two also happened to everybody else.
Wonderful. Great. Oh,
Are you hitching a ride with me again?
Yeah. I mean, if you don't mind more
yeah,
vomit
so-
in your cabin.
I mean, I'm not
Cool.
going to teleport you in this time. I'm going to let you climb in.
I really appreciate that. Thank you. That was horrifically jarring in a way I never thought I would experience in my natural life.
I made up for it. I'll let you pilot it.
You did. I am not upset at all. I just surprise teleportation we're probably gonna put a stop to unless it's a
okay.
real emergency. I appreciate it. Ace, you're good to fly back?
Ace tries to summon Hyperion.
Yeah, Hyperion comes to your call.
All right. I think Ace looks over and he's just like, okay, well, if I need anything, I guess you'll hear me on the radio.
Yeah, and if you follow another fucking squirrel anywhere, so
Never
help me
again.
God.
Never again.
Great, I'm glad we've established that. Okay, I will see you back there, and if I lose sight of you for 1 fucking second, you cannot imagine what the consequences are going to be.
Just
Rex?
stay in my rear view, Ace. It'll be easier.
I say that's going to be really hard because Ace doesn't have a flight pack.
I'll just carry
Rex
him.
does.
I'll just like... you know, like when you catch him bad
Like
and
a
you...
kitten, yeah. Yeah, under the armpits.
If you fly low to the ground, I'll swing on the trees. It'll be great. It'll be awesome. Great fun.
You have 2 arms, 2 functioning arms, Ace?
Ace looks down at his
Yeah.
arms.
Okay.
Yeah, Ace, you're back to 100%. Hyperion's ready to go.
Yeah, Cordelia just doesn't trust him and wants to make sure that this is not going to go wrong again, because if something happens, it's on her. And she's already in trouble with that scary German man.
Ace doesn't trust himself either, but he's gonna make it home anyway.
Rex is just here for the ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like one way or another you guys managed to traverse your way back to the beach. There's no major incidents or anything along the way. And when you get there, you see your entire crew basically standing in a circle arguing with the doctor, and he's got something on a sled next to him. You can't really tell from where you're at. You're too far away.
When we
Yeah.
land, I'm going to be like, oh, is it Bully the German guy time?
Wait, hang on, German guy.
The guy I told you about last time.
Oh, yeah.
Really weird. Not sure if he's Nazi. We'll find out.
Oh, you know what? Today gets better and better.
Yeah, this is what you miss when you follow woodland creatures.
Do everything in your power to make his day more miserable, and we'll be sweet.
He does need to clean the vomit out of your cabin.
Yeah,
doesn't he?
I've got a list. I've got a list. Don't worry.
Okay, great. And I think with that, Cordelia's gonna okay, break with Ace and Rex, and they all head to the good doctor to see what the fuck is up.
Yeah, as you're walking over, I assume you're out of the divine at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Benji sort of runs over to intercept you and just sort of fill you in on the way, and goes, "All right, couple things. We'll deal with the doctor first, and then we have a news report on what may have happened with the pilots. Which would you like first?
What is more imminently pressing right now that you couldn't
Probably
tell
the
me over the
doctor.
radio? Okay,
Probably the doctor."
great. Then let's deal with the doctor.
So as you walk over, your crew sort of sees you coming and sort of makes way, and Dr. Schmidt goes, "Ah, Lieutenant, it is good of you to return. Your team has been very unhelpful."
Well, I don't quite know how to address that. Are you filing a formal complaint, or are you just expressing your opinion?
No, I am simply trying to do my job.
What is your job?
You see, and he sort of motions at the sled, and what you see on it is a semi-dismantled yet still active Zero that's been restrained to the sled. It has no arms or legs, but it has a torso and a head, and it's still sort of moving around and trying to attack things. He goes,
Lovely.
"I'm trying to load this into the laboratory on the Foxcatcher, and they will not let me bring it aboard."
Well, considering this is an enemy device, I can't imagine why they would have let you bring it aboard, especially without my explicit permission or the permission of someone ranking above me. Did you happen to attempt to get it from anyone, or were you just trying to bring
I am simply
a Zero?
trying to do my job. I have been assigned to the Foxcatcher to do research on the enemy Astirs. This is me doing my job of trying to research these Astirs.
And
we
I
have one
understand
alive that has not collapsed in on itself yet.
I understand that. However, have we checked to make sure there are no bugs or listening devices attached to this, no location devices, nothing that the enemy would be able to locate our location with if we were to bring this on board?
Of course not. I have not been able to bring it into the lab yet.
Well, it seems perhaps a little risky and maybe as if we're putting a target on our backs if we bring this onto the Foxcatcher itself. Is there an alternative option?
It is not as if they don't know that we are here.
Well, I understand that, but they don't need to know our exact location, nor do they need to know the exact location of the Divine or the Hyperion. I feel like we're putting two of our greatest assets at immense risk.
Rex.
Would you not agree, Doctor?
She called us a great asset.
Not you, Ace! Shut up!
Ace sticks his head in the sand.
I must be able to do my research.
Is there not some sort of alternative? Is there no alternative? In the entirety of our capabilities, there's no alternative other than you bringing this fairly unknown enemy device on to the Foxcatcher, where we store two of our most valuable Astirs. No other option.
I have a question, Kyle.
What's up?
Does it still have its antenna?
You don't see an antenna.
Oh.
You didn't see antennas on any of these.
Oh, I thought that was how they were broadcasted.
Well, that's how the first group was. This group
okay.
didn't.
Okay.
As you're just having this conversation, it's sort of still just like thrashing, but it doesn't have any arms or limbs, so it's just what it can move with its its neck.
Yeah,
and
It's worming.
Core.
I get it.
Yeah. Clearly, it is restrained and it is safe.
I understand it's physically safe.
Can I kick it?
Can you kick it? You can kick it if you want.
Okay, I'm gonna kick it.
How big is this Zero, by the way?
So, at full height, the Zeroes are probably maybe 10 feet tall. So you figure you cut the arms off, cut the legs off. It's probably maybe 5 feet.
Okay, so
That's
it's
it.
still like a decent size.
Okay.
Yeah.
I also have me sword that I brought out from the Divine because I don't go anywhere without it. Can I make an educated guess or an uneducated guess? You tell me of where a human body could be, because I just want to stab it just in case.
I mean, you would assume the chest,
Okay, can I
but
stab
you
it?
also don't see a door. Like, there isn't a visible cockpit on this.
Oh, so it's a Leica situation.
Yeah, but then how? There is an opening, which is the mouth,
Dear
because
God.
they were eating like other.
Yes.
So I will stab through the mouth then.
Okay, let's go. I guess I don't even know what you would roll for that.
I can do it really
give me a strike
holily if you
decisively.
want.
Give me a strike decisively. Let's see what happens.
Which is that again? Is that Defy?
That is plus clash or plus talk. So in this case, clash.
Yeah, and for the record, Cordelia understands how important this research is. She just really fucking hates this guy and does not want him to get what he wants.
I got a 10.
10. All right, so you shove your sword down the throat of this thing, and it immediately like gargles, and the entire chest cavity collapses in on itself.
It's safe
And
now.
the doctor just looks at you horrified. He's like, "We had one alive, you fool!
Perfect, bring it aboard.
Do you realize how hard it is to get these things without damaging their cores?"
Can I pull the sword out? Is it covered in blood?
Yeah, it is.
There was a person in there. I have done a duty to America and her people.
And what if we could have gotten them out?
Well, you know, when they decided to jump in a fucking heap of metal and start attacking us, that was when their lives started losing meaning.
Yeah, I
Ace.
didn't bring rations for prisoners aboard the Foxcatcher. What are you talking about?
The Cordelia and Rex, you also see that through the limb like areas, like blood and oil are mixed together, starting to seep out.
Ace is reading the Hyperion manual, and he's just like flipping through the pages, and he's just like, well, maybe I had something to deal with it when it was alive, but I think it's much better the way that it is.
See?
Yeah,
that is
I see
the
no
three
problem
most
now.
important people in this whole area in Agreal. And, you know, you came here today and started acting like a prick, so your, like, opinion is at the bottom of the rung.
He stands up straight and he looks at you as, you do not think I am one of the most important people in this entire military.
Oh, no, did I say
even
the
know
military?
who I am.
Did I say the military? I said here. On this base, at this moment in time, Cordelia is my boss. And then she thinks that me and Ace are great assets. That means we are one step below. And then
Benji,
it goes...
you can go ahead and bring it aboard now.
and then the whole crew of the Foxcatcher is below that. And then there's you, right after the people who clean my shit out of the toilet. Which may be Ace at this moment in time.
It will be Ace, actually.
Yeah, assumed. Hang on. Before I'm on latrine duty, can I walk up to this Zero, and can I attempt to use all things great and small? Or a combination of that and woodland whispers. I just want to see if there's any like fleeting signs of life in this Zero.
Roll me plus channel.
Plus channel. That is going to be a 9.
A 9. You sense, so you would remember that there's the arcane and the profane versions. This happened to be an arcane one. You sense that whatever was in this before, it was experiencing great pain and rage, but it is no longer alive and it's not savable.
I will pass that on to the group.
So say I did a service, I put whatever was in there out of its misery, and
it has the United States of America to thank for that.
see, look, we're all being democratic and amazing and all those things you American people love to spout about.
Dr. Schmidt looks at Ace and goes, technically, it was the UK that killed it.
Hey, I do not fight for the UK at the moment. I have sworn my allegiance to Uncle Sam.
And I do not fight for the Germans. I do not understand where this hate for me is coming from.
You came in here.
I was
It's
sent
the
here-
1940s and you have a German accent. What do you think is going to happen, Doc?
So does Einstein. Would you not trust him if he was here?
Absolutely not.
Then you would be a fool and you would not have your Astirs to begin with.
Hey,
I hear a
hey,
German name and I'm defensive. What else do you tell me? This is the type of people that they bring into the military. If they made people think, then I wouldn't be here right now.
that is
And
true.
your job is not to think, it is to obey orders. And your orders are to do as I say.
My orders
Protect this
are
reason.
whatever Lieutenant Cunningham says, and she scares me more than you scare me. So,
Lieutenant Cunningham, permission to fill his shoes with seawater.
Absolutely.
Can
Permission
I roll?
granted.
Can I put bottles in his shoes?
Cordelia knows this is a terrible idea and that she is completely burning this bridge with this very important person, and she is just riding so high on getting to
Yes.
pilot the Divine.
He has so much lore to give. And you
And her newfound friendship with Rex, she's just gonna be an enabler for a minute. And she doesn't even, yeah.
Is that plus divine by any chance?
plus channel, yeah. Fuck it.
15.
Jesus Christ, both you assholes have +3 channel. It's ridiculous. Yeah, so you fill his boots. And he looks at you and he goes, you do not understand what you are doing.
I do understand. I asked for permission. I understand completely. When you start speaking to us with a little bit of respect, maybe I won't fill your shoes with fucking seawater. But you come on this base and start acting like you're the fucking man, you're gonna get taught that you're not. That's the way it's gonna be.
He looks at Cordelia and he goes, I will be reporting to your supervisor. And he turns and walks away.
Bitch!
Cordelia has a moment of like staring into the middle distance, like, Oh, my actions do have consequences, don't they?
Ace looks over at Cordelia and is just like, all right, well, there's a whole crew of people that didn't see anything happen.
I don't know what you're talking about. Nothing happened.
And Ace looks over to Benji in the group. I mean, for all we know, we didn't even see the doctor. So
we just seen a wiggling Zero. We put it out of its misery, and then he came over and started acting like a dickhead. That's the story we're going with.
I appreciate that, gentlemen, but I grew up with my father, and he always used to tell me, Cordelia, if you shit the bed, don't hide the poop. And he's
the one who was trying to hide the poop. He was trying to put an alive Zero on your foxcatcher.
For all we know, he was trying to put the poop in the foxcatcher.
I stand by our decision to eliminate the Zero. I stand by it fully. I truly believe that what we did was the right thing for our safety and for the safety of our crew. I was never going to jeopardize you or anybody else like that on the foxcatcher with having such an unknown entity on board. But, perhaps the seawater on the shoes was taking it a step too far, and I will formally apologize.
It's not the first time I've done it.
I
won't lie to you.
believe that, Rex.
This morning when he introduced himself to me while I was pondering my new key from that random woman from the sky.
Wait. What?
Yeah, this is what you miss when you go out by yourself.
When you follow squirrels into the fucking woodlands and get captured, this is what happens. You miss really cool parts of lore.
Okay, you can take your alone time with us from here on out. This is a unit. We're here for you and all of your emotions, all of them. You experience enough emotions for all of us, and that's okay. Mm-hmm. We're here for it. Even Rex is here for it. He's here to emotionally support you, aren't you?
Yes.
Great. Good job.
All right, great. From here on out, I will never leave either of your sight again so long as I shall live.
Okay,
Perfect.
Okay, right. No, wait. We need to make some clear injunctions here. If I go
I already toilet, said what I said. It's locked in.
What have we done?
Locked in.
What have we
Sorry
done?
about that, Rex.
I'm just glad you two are getting close.
I don't want to be close. This 5 meter distance in between us, that's close enough. But yes, as I was saying, I poured seawater on him this morning when he acted like a dickhead when I was pondering my new found key.
Oh, well, I don't know why he was surprised about the second run of seawater then.
Yeah, but stupid.
Either way, I will deal with the repercussions. It's on neither of you. This is my fault. I should not have publicly endorsed you filling the doctor's shoes with seawater, and I will apologize to him for me being callous and uncouth and all of these things that he'll say. Regardless, let's get the Zero loaded up now that it's no longer a threat.
Oh, wait.
And
the second problem. We have a second. Benji said there was a second problem.
Oh, Benji did say there was a second problem, didn't he?
Yeah, Benji's just been standing very quietly off to the side waiting for you guys to finish your conversation.
I was so distracted by the thought of getting yelled at by Triple that I failed to remember that I really am not a very good leader. Benji, please continue.
So we got a news report just after the incident. We're not exactly sure what to call it yet, of all of the pilots going through whatever, and he sort of looks at the other two and goes, whatever you guys experienced?
Yeah, they dropped to the ground in the fetal position. Ace cried a little bit. Rex stood up and pretended like nothing happened. It lacked dignity, but it was fine.
I mean, you didn't need to include that last part, but sure.
Ace, if you shit the bed, don't hide the poop. Carry on.
So, do you remember what that lady that was here said about where she was?
Germany. I think.
A whole town vanished.
Oh.
Okay.
Nobody's exactly sure where it goes, but it was there, and then a hole opened, and it fell through it, and then it was gone.
What did this hole look like, Benji?
I didn't see it, man.
What? How do you
It's
know
just
the town
reports.
vanished? How do you know this isn't just German propaganda?
Because it came over our own, like, intel.
Oh, okay.
And I'm assuming we've lost radio communications with the town itself. There's no
Hanover, Germany. Yes, ma'am.
Hanover. Oh, Hanover. That's quite the town to have completely disappeared, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty significant.
Oh dear.
But it appears that event sort of created a ripple effect through the weave that affected pilots at around the same time, if not, coming out from it.
Curious.
Like a wave of some sort.
Very curious. Well, maybe our doctor friend has some answers.
But we don't think that it'll affect anything else.
No, you don't think it will affect anything else?
Well, I mean, intel doesn't... I mean, unless another town disappears, then we don't think another thing will happen, you know what I mean?
Did we think a first town was going to disappear, Benji?
No, of course not.
What with me
Ma'am,
in the
I'm just
ranks,
reporting.
maybe.
I
came through
understand
while you were
that, and I apologize for being short with you. This has just been a very overwhelming day. I think for all of us. Really an overwhelming series of days.
So when do we get Mai Tais?
When this is over, Rex, we can all get Mai Tais.
Oh wait, I've got my personal beer collection to go and get.
I'm sorry?
Y'all have your ice cream. I've got a crate of lager over there, so I'm gonna go over and have a beer. Give me a shout when you need me.
Will do.
For the rest of the day, there's really not a whole lot that happens if you guys want to just sort of relax. I mean, this is still technically the same day that the beach storming happened, so it's been a very long day.
Cordelia, I told you to take your antihistamines.
Well, now I gotta leave him in.
Literally, I remember the last episode we recorded. She started sneezing just before we got in the divine, and I was like, have you not taken your antihistamine?
I imagine Ace sees another squirrel on the beach, and without thinking, he just stabs it.
Oh no!
Oh no, we've sent him the wrong
Ace,
way.
no!
Never again.
Oh goddamn!
Yeah. So for the rest of the day, I mean, if you guys have any downtime you want to do, you can. Otherwise, we're just sort of gonna roll through to the next day.
Yeah, Cordelia just wants to kind of prep the crew for what's coming next.
Oh yeah, you should probably tell them where you were.
Yeah, she's going to give them a briefing, essentially, and she's also going to try and prepare what she's going to say to Triple when he inevitably confronts her about her behavior.
Ace wants nothing more than to have everybody forget what happened in the past 36 hours and move on to the next thing.
Every 30 minutes, if Cordelia does not have eyes on Ace as well, she is pinging him on the radio and making him physically check in.
I imagine Ace is like fully following Cordelia around.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Like carrying clipboards and all.
Rex has his feet up like a cooler of beer next to him with his feet up, and anybody who comes and sit next to him, he goes, "Can you believe fucking Ace follows a squirrel into the fucking middle of the
woods?" God, wait until fucking Gary hears that one.
Do you think I'll tell Gary?
At some point, Ace, Dr. Schmidt does approach you again and goes, "Look, I do not understand why all the hate, but I am in charge of Astor maintenance and repair. I would like to see Hyperion, if possible, Mr. Randolph."
Yeah, all right. Look, all things considered, sure. And Ace finds an open area and transforms into Hyperion.
Yeah, he sort of takes out some like equipment and just, even though it's a tree, it still has all these mechanical bits and bobs in it. He sort of plugs in and starts running diagnostics and shit and goes, "You do not need to be here if possible, or if you can get out. Otherwise, you will just sit there while I run these. It is up to you."
I mean, I guess I'll just sit here. I don't know if I've ever been... Well, am I able to be separated from Hyperion?
You've been out of it. You were out of it on the ship at one point when you first showed up. You got out of it so the techs could run maintenance.
All right, yeah. Then I think Ace will, Okay, here's the keys. I guess radio me when when you're ready for me to collect it, and Ace is gonna run off and find Cordelia.
No, Cordelia is sitting there watching. She wants
Oh, great.
She wants to see it.
Yeah, I mean, it just there's a lot of techno babble going on, and he's talking with some of the techs on his team. I don't know, nothing untoward seems to be happening. He's just running routine diagnostics, especially after Ace's incident with the hard drive. He wants to make sure everything's up and up.
Yeah, and she doesn't understand any of it.
Believe it or not, he's actually trying to help you.
No, I know that as a player, as a character, Cordelia just don't trust him. But I think it's also just because of the way he came in swinging his dick. She feels like now she has to swing hers, and she's doing it in sort of a dipshit way. You know, she's a new leader, and she feels like she has a lot to prove, and she's not necessarily always going to make the right calls. And she knows that she hasn't necessarily made the right calls when it comes to this guy. She should have been more welcoming and more receptive, but she refuses to back down on that now. And this is the hill that she has decided to die on, so she's gonna... I think this is her attempt at an olive branch without apologizing. She's just letting him go about his business.
The doctor sort of waves over Ace and goes, "Where were you stabbed?"
Right here. And Ace points to the area like in the hard drive.
I think he puts like a thing that sort of magnetizes to your chest over the drive, and just starts reading some outputs and goes, "Rough repair job. You will need maintenance on this at some point, but it seems to be holding steady for now, at least."
Like maintenance on me?
Yes. Your drive.
So surgery.
Well, unless you know how to get to the heart without going in through the chest, then yes. But
Okay.
not right now. You seem to be holding fine for the moment, but...
As comfortable as that makes me, I just work here, doctor, sir. So if I need to go to med bay and I need to get routine maintenance done on this, just put it in my chart and I'll be wheeled off when...
Oh, we would not be able to work on this here in the field. It would need to be a hospital back stateside, at the very least.
Okay, well, just put it in my
Feel
chart.
lucky that
and...
whatever repairs happened correctly to allow you to get the Hyperion back.
Yeah, I sure don't know how that happened, but I guess
Cordelia
lucky
is
me.
like glaring
Weird
at
is
him across the bay, like, say nothing.
The weave is a mysterious thing, Mr. Randolph.
Mysterious indeed, Dr. Schmidt.
And he sort of unplugs from everything and goes, "Okay, you may have the Hyperion back."
All right, and I think Ace jumps in and powers it down and continues on holding Cordelia's clipboards.
Yep. She just occasionally like passes him something. It's like purely an ego thing at this point. She like passes him a random item that she doesn't need, that he doesn't need to be holding, and now he's holding
Ace
like
is
a
fully
hot
humbled.
dog. Yeah.
Ace is fully humbled. I imagine he's like holding the hot dog like in front of Cordelia's mouth, so she doesn't even need to like reach out to bite it.
Wow, Ace is just a straight bitch, huh?
I was gonna say, yeah, wait. man almost died once and changed his whole life.
We gotta get this man his confidence back at some point.
He could have seen boobs, but he fucking blew that.
Well, nobody fucking told me.
It was intentional. You made a choice.
It's all right, honey. Women are complicated. You'll understand them someday.
She's lying.
Maybe never.
So if there's nothing else at this point, we'll go to the next morning. How long did you guys plan on hanging around until you go back to the Rebel base? Was it going to be the next day, or were you going to hang out?
I was planning on the next day.
I'm just going
As long
whenever
as everything was
told to.
good. Yeah.
Okay. So before you leave, are you going to tell anybody where you're going other than your team, or are you just going to go?
I'll brief Tribble, I guess. Like, we've discovered a rebel encampment. We're investigating it. They claim to have information that might be pertinent, but I'll keep you updated as we learn more. I want to verify information before I guarantee it.
Yeah. He's fine with that. I mean, he's leaving the mission in your hands. You have your orders, and he trust you to do as you need to do. Cordelia, when you get back, we need to discuss your treatment of Dr. Schmidt. He's a very high-ranking scientist, worked in the Manhattan Project, and he deserves some respect. And he will be accompanying you on this mission.
Delightful. I can't wait to have him. We'll absolutely have that discussion once we return. If we return.
I have confidence in you.
I appreciate your confidence. Will that be all, sir?
Yes. Do as you will.
Excellent.
So you load everything. Are you guys going to walk separate, or are you just going to ride in the Foxcatcher?
I feel like Rex would probably be like patrolling. Just in case.
Hyperion?
Yeah, I think Hyperion will also be doing the same.
Okay. So you'll just walk along by. I mean, it's through a woods, so it's sort of your element anyways.
Yeah.
And yeah, you get back to the rebel base, and everybody's just sort of going about their business, waiting for you guys to come back. And as you guys roll up, Lizette sort of runs out of the main office and looks up at Foxcatcher and goes, "Holy shit! This thing is huge!"
Yeah, they really didn't give us a budget.
Glad you guys are on our side, because I don't know what the hell we could do against this thing.
I've got a question. How are you going to be with my British humor? Because as soon as you said
are you
that,
saying this to Lizette,
I'm saying this above,
me?
like to you, like above.
Go for it, man.
As soon as that guy says, "Wow, look at how huge this is," I'd walk over to Ace and go, like in the Hyperion, and go, "If I had £1 for every time I heard that, I'd have £0."
Hyperion daps you up.
And a cool mech
both
dap.
of you. Yeah.
I imagine that's on like our private comms channel. I imagine Cordelia hears that.
Oh, I assumed you just said it through the loudspeakers.
Yeah, it just came out of just the Divine's mouth.
Oh, even better.
Lizette sort of gives you guys a scolding look and goes, "Immature men."
Finger guns.
Anyways, are you guys ready to learn what we've discovered?
Absolutely. That's why we're here.
But as long as you still hold me, I love you enough for the both of us. Just lie to me. Tell me I'm everything you want. 'Cause honestly, I'd rather put up with the front than having to deal with the day-to-day pain of knowing I'm here because she didn't stay. Lie to me. Just lie to me. Lie to me. Just lie to me. You accept the love you think you deserve, and I know you can do better than her. You can do better than her. Please don't go back to her. Just lie to me. Tell me I'm everything you want. 'Cause honestly, I'd rather put up with the front than having to deal with the day-to-day pain, knowing I'm here because she walked away. Lie to me. Just lie to me. Just lie to me. Tell me I'm everything you want. 'Cause honestly, I'd rather put up with the front than having to deal with the day-to-day pain of knowing I'm here because she didn't stay. Lie